Every day, the old man in front of me would kneel on the ground. At the same time, every day, just as I was feeling confused, the green light in the room lit up. The next moment, I was stunned by the scene in front of me. A platform slowly descended from above, loaded with all kinds of food scraps. But what was even more strange was that the old man acted as if he had seen a delicious feast. Before I could react, he eagerly began to eat. I looked up and saw there were 47 floors above us. Each floor housed 2 people, so we were eating the leftovers of 94 people. At that moment, the old man urged me to eat more, because there was only 1 meal a day here. So I picked up an apple and put it in my pocket. Soon the platform began moving to the next floor. Moments later, I felt the temperature of the room rising steadily, but the old man remained completely unfazed. He told me that if I didn't throw away the apple, the room temperature would keep rising until we were cooked. Because no food was allowed to be stockpiled here, I was terrified and quickly threw away the apple. Soon the room temperature returned to normal. The next day the platform descended again, and the food that day was still a wasted mess. He was still kneeling on the ground devouring the food, but after finishing he actually urinated directly onto the descending platform. I was stunned by what I saw and couldn't bring myself to eat the food. For 3 consecutive days I still didn't eat any food, but eventually I was overcome by hunger. I carefully picked up a piece of green bean and put it in my mouth to taste. The dopamine released by the food made me feel relieved. Gradually I grew accustomed to this place. I began to mimic the old man's behavior, carelessly wasting food. Even when I encountered food I liked, I would eat till I vomited. But on this day, a disheveled woman descended from the platform. I approached her kindly to ask what had happened, but she was highly vigilant. The old man warned me not to meddle, saying she was a mad woman who came down once a month to search for her child. Soon the platform descended again, but 2 men on the 49th floor dragged her away hungrily. I saw this and screamed for them to stop, even wanting to go down to help. But before long the woman crawled back up, and the 2 men never appeared again. At that moment, I finally realized the horror of this prison. I began to rely on the old man adapting together to this cruel environment, but he quickly taught me a lesson. At night the old man smelled the anesthetic gas. This meant we would soon lose consciousness and be reassigned to different floors. However, when I opened my eyes again, I found myself tied up. At that moment the old man told me we had unfortunately been assigned to the 71st floor. On this floor we received no food, yet he pulled out a knife